Hi, welcome to another episode of the Olshan Show. Today we're going to talk about something really specific, which is sports stars' salaries. I'm really starting to feel at this point that our priorities in our society are breaking down. Sports star salaries have gotten completely out of control. When you look at someone like David Beckham making $250 million, you look at the salaries of Alex Rodriguez, you look at the salaries of Derek Jeter, and so many other sports stars. Where have our priorities gone? My question is, why is sports put on such a high level where other things are not? Let's just start off. Let's look at what sports stars make. Let's look at what movie actors make. Let's look at what let's say even artists. Let's take the most powerful artist. The most powerful artist in the world doesn't make 1/100th of what a sports star makes or a high-powered movie star. Essentially, you can think of sports as entertainment. It falls under that banner. So you can say Tom Cruise is a movie star, makes $25 million a movie, or you can say Derek Jeter or David Beckham. But sports, it comes under the banner of entertainment. My question is, how does this affect the rest of us? And what are we paying for? What are we really paying? When you go to a Yankee game and it costs you 60, 70 bucks a ticket. I mean, what's it? Come on. What are we doing, man? I mean, we should boycott it, if anything. These people are getting rich. I have nothing personal against sports stars. I'm just trying to look at it from the perspective of the sociological effect of what these people make. And when you look at the rest of the salaries of the middle class, the average man is making 50 to 100,000 a year, maybe less, man. Putting in 80 hours a week. Something seems to be wrong. Why is that? Why should not a teacher make 350,000 a year if the guy's a great teacher? Even if it doesn't that seem more important than some sports star making 100 million it's like the commercial. It's wrong, people. I mean, come on, man. I'm just saying that Western society, wherever it intersects with the whole issue of people believing, well, that they don't aspire to be doctors, lawyers, intellectuals, artists. They aspire to be sports stars. It doesn't matter if you're a moron. It only matters that you're 6'8", 285 pounds, and you can throw a ball around. This is wrong. This is outright wrong. And I just feel that sports stars should be put in their place and should be brought down to size. David Beckham does not need 250 million. The corporations that own him, it's getting to the point where I think it's something that we need to think about and maybe even something to boycott in the future. I just want to say, what I mean by boycott is that why does people like Alex Rodriguez get 30 million, Manny Ramirez 25 million? I mean, come on. I mean, they're not that spectacular. I mean, it's out of control. Alfonso Soriano, millions and millions of dollars for what? I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's like. To me, I'm more inclined to give a great scientist or a PhD or a doctorate of somebody that's accomplished with their mind and their I have no problem. But when you give a sports star who essentially it's a physical thing. They're born with this physicality. What does that have to do with anything else? Why do we worship physicality and not intellectuality? And that's my question. And I grew up worshiping intellectuals and creative people, and I am sick of sports stars, man. I am sick. I wish that they all played their sport on the side, and they all had regular jobs. I think Alex Rodriguez should sell shoes to make a living. I think Manny Ramirez should be washing people's windows on a 138th in the concourse in the Bronx. You know, but that's what he'd probably be doing if he wasn't a sports star. You know, he's absolutely not the brightest match in the box. You know, if you've watched him, you know, he's not that smart, man. Alfonso Soriano, he barely can speak English. I mean, it's pretty sad. I mean, yeah, he's talented, but he's not that talented that he should have money, such crazy money. I mean, we're losing it. We're losing it. We've got to stop this. Our priorities, we've got to get straight. It's like let's put artists, musicians, photographers, writers, people of culture and education in that position. I guarantee you, if we change our priorities and we put those people in power and money, you're going to see society benefit a lot more from artists, writers, musicians, cultured people, and educated people than we will ever get from any sports star. And I'm sick of it, man. And so let's start thinking. Let's start using our minds, not just our muscle. This is the more important muscle, not this. And I hope to see you on the next Aaron Olshan show.